Hey, what's up guys? This is Vishu from Geekstars, and in this tutorial we are going to create a LAMP server on our EC2 instance. And if you don't know what LAMP is, I actually have an article about it on my Geekstars blog. Under the servers, you will see inside Linux servers there's LAMP in Ubuntu. So if you click on this article, it basically shows you how to create a LAMP server in Ubuntu, but we are going to do it on the Linux Amazon AMI, which would be a CentOS version. So it would be a Red Hat distribution, whereas Ubuntu is a Debian one. So we can't actually follow this, and also in this, for the HTTP server, like the Apache server, I'm doing this on the local machine. So it's quite different. So even if you try to follow this, it won't work, because this is like installing LAMP on a local server and not actually on the cloud or on like a live web server. So this would work on your local intranet if you have a Debian operating system, but the one that we are going to do is basically like whole Red Hat and it's on the cloud, so we can't follow this. But the idea behind this is for LAMP. LAMP is actually like Linux, Apache, MySQL and PHP, basically everything that you need to create your website and run it. So Linux would be your server, Apache would be your web server. So whenever you do anything, like you request a website, it sends a request to the web server, which responds with a page. So this geekstars.info is actually a web server. So every time I put anything over here, it is sending that to my web server, which is responding back with a page. And MySQL is the database where everything is stored. All of these images and the users that I have are in MySQL. And P is PHP, which like is the middleman between the web page and the database. So whenever you register a new user, it will go through PHP, it will process whatever happened and it would store it in the database. So if you register a new user, it would run a PHP script which would take the username, password and insert it into the database. If you remove it, it would delete it from the database. So PHP is kind of like the middleman, which is doing everything for your MySQL database and for the web page. And in this case, we are going to create a basic login page, not even login page, a basic registration page where we register a new user and see if it actually registers on the database. And all of this will be on the cloud. Like, it is not our local machine that we are going to launch or like create a LAMP server on. It's going to be on the cloud. And so this is like the basic overview of what we are going to do in the next videos. I will have separate videos for each of these components. So one would only be installing the Linux instance. The other part would be like all about Apache, how to install and configure it. Then one for MySQL and one for PHP. Then we are going to create that like a register page from a website, like online code. We don't have to code anything because we don't have to spend so much time on that. There are so many like ready-made code snippets that are available. You can just copy paste them. And at last, we are also going to deploy a static website. So you know that there are two ways to like go proceed with this. You don't really actually like need an SQL, like need a SQL server. If you have a static website, you can actually create a one-page resume and put it on the cloud, and that would actually help you a lot when you apply for jobs. Like, you can show that you have actually worked on the cloud and you know the basics of how things work. So that's it for the overview video. In the next video, I'm going to start creating the instance and then we'll proceed with the installation of the LAMP servers. Okay guys, see you in the next video.